Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into one of those incredibly sensitive relationship situations. You know the one.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely tricky territory.
Dating a friend's ex. It sits right at that messy intersection of, well, loyalty, attraction, and all the shared history. Puts friendships to the test, for sure.
It really does.
We've got this fantastic guide we're calling a compassionate guide to help us navigate it. And our mission today is basically to pull out the most crucial insights on how you can approach this whole thing with, emotional intelligence, empathy.
And honesty, that's key.
Exactly. Honest communication. And right off the bat, our source flags some absolute non-negotiables, things you just don't do.
You're right. And the guide makes it super clear there's no simple yes or no here. It really demands nuance, a lot of emotional intelligence.
So it's not black and white.
Not at all. But there are these critical lines, these red flags. The first, and honestly the biggest one, if your friend's past relationship involved any kind of abuse, emotional, verbal, physical,
Yeah, absolutely.
or serious betrayal, like manipulation or cheating, that person is just unequivocally off limits. The guide basically says pursuing them is a massive betrayal of your friend.
It invalidates their whole experience.
Exactly. Shows a real lack of loyalty. Then there's the timing. If the breakup is still raw, still recent,
Like, if your friend is clearly still heartbroken.
right, or angry or just generally in turmoil, starting something with their ex then, the guide warns it's just deeply unkind, like rubbing salt in a wound.
Yeah, that's rough.
And finally, you have to weigh the significance of their past relationship. Was it a casual thing or a 5-year partnership?
Living together, maybe, an engagement.
Precisely. The deeper the roots of that past relationship, the more likely you're going to run into, well, complications. Big ones.
Okay, so let's say you've navigated past those initial no-go zones, no major red flags are waving. What's the absolute first step, the non-negotiable next move?
Right. Before you act on any feelings, this is crucial.
What does the guide say?
It calls it the crucial conversation. And it must happen first. Hiding it. That's the fastest way to just shatter trust.
Okay, so how do you even approach that conversation?
Well, you need to choose the right time and place. Private, neutral, no rushing. And start by affirming the friendship. Make it clear how much it means to you.
Soften the blow a bit, maybe?
Sort of, yeah. Set a caring tone, then be honest, but gentle. Use I statements. Like, look, I've recently started developing some feelings for X's name, and I wanted to talk to you first because our friendship means the world to me.
Okay.
And here's the critical part. You have to explicitly give your friend the power. Tell them you're prepared to respect their feelings, whatever they are. Sadness, anger, even if they don't care.
Wow, okay. That takes guts, but it sounds essential, giving them that agency.
It is.
So after that tough conversation, assuming it happens, what about, like, a self-check? What does the guide suggest you ask yourself?
Yeah, it prompts some really important self-interrogation. You need to be honest with yourself. Is this connection actually genuine?
Or is it just convenient? A distraction?
Exactly. Are you attracted to them, the person? Or maybe some idealized version you've built up because of their history with your friend?
That's a deep one.
And maybe the biggest question, what are you truly willing to risk here? Because, our guide points out that a casual fling is almost never worth the potential awkwardness, the drama.
The social fallout.
Yeah, the permanent shift in your friend group. It can really damage things.
That makes sense. It's not just about you, your friend, and the ex, is it? The guide mentions this ripple effect.
Absolutely. It's broader than just the three of you. You have to consider the ex's perspective, too. How do they talk about your friend? About the past relationship?
Are they respectful? Mature?
Right. That tells you a lot about their character. Then there's the wider social circle, this new dynamic. It can create really awkward divisions, force mutual friends to kind of choose sides.
Yeah, group hangouts could get tense.
Very tense. It's a big thing to consider. It affects everyone.
So wrapping this up, it sounds like there's no easy answer, no simple formula here at all.
Definitely not.
Navigating this path requires, well, immense emotional maturity, constant communication.
And deep empathy.
Oops.
From everyone involved. That's the core takeaway, really. Sometimes the history, the baggage, it's just too much.
And not always.
Not always. If the past wasn't traumatic, if your friend genuinely, truly gives their blessing, and you need to be sure it is genuine, and if your feelings are authentic and handled respectfully, then, yeah, healthy new relationship is possible.
But proceed with caution.
Definitely. Move slowly. Prioritize honesty above everything. And never, ever forget how valuable that original friendship is.
So a final thought for everyone listening, when you're navigating these kinds of deep waters, is that potential for new happiness ever really worth the risk of fundamentally changing or even losing a friendship you value? What stands out most to you?